Notable fact that seems to sum up Dodge's character. There is physical evidence that as an ensign, Dodge became so physically intoxicated that he not only allowed himself to be tattooed, but tattooed on his genitalia. Now, call me a prude if you want, but I don't think it's good policy for the Navy to hand over $1 billion piece of equipment to a man who has "Welcome Aboard" tattooed on his penis.
Whoa. Well then, that's quite the show opener. Welcome to the sewers of Brooklyn, New York, everybody. I am Nick the Rat, and we are having a nice, relaxing episode 285. It is June 2nd, 2021. As you can tell, I already have opened this bottle of Old English previously, because there wasn't much fizz. Now, at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. So I didn't buy a bottle that was already open. Ooh, that's tasty. Earlier, I was drinking a can of Heineken, and then I was emptying out this pipe that I got, and I was emptying it into the little bit of Heineken that was in there, and then by accident I grabbed that I grabbed the can and I drank it. Luckily, with a vaporizer, it makes the flour nice and like kind of like, it was kind of like coffee grinds. I got lucky. Could have been a lot worse, and I did have a beverage nearby, so I was able to wash it out pretty quickly and continue on playing some Quake. I play a lot of Quake. I was probably playing a game called Quake for the past 25 years or so. It was I think we're at the 25th anniversary for Quake. That's pretty exciting. The art really makes the dick pop. Pop dick art or dick pop? What's going on in the chat room over here? If you want to get into the chat room and partake in the madness, first you have to sign into Patreon, and then you need a Discord link, and then a 5-digit ID, and we need pictures of your social security number, and you have to be vaccinated. If you're not, you can't come into the chat. So them's the rules. No, I'm joking. You could come to the chat whenever, wherever you like. There's different ways to actually get into the chat. You could use Discord, and you don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay for the Discord. You don't have to pay for the IRC. You just have to you don't have to pay for the Twitch. You just have to pay for the electricity. Electricity is very important stuff. Dry herb vaporation and sufficient temperature accomplishes decarboxylation. Oh yeah, you could. I've never did too much decarbing because I always mess it up, and I always feel like it's wasted weed, and I'd rather just throw it into the new old vaporizer that I got here. I love this thing. It's a finger box. It's a vape box. You could stick your. I've stuck a lot of things in this little hole in the top right here. Anyway, other than Quake, I've realized that the Dark Sewer scientists are just kind of like, I think they're printing money down here. And I figured I'd just get on the money train, right? So there's these aliens also. There's aliens out there, and most of the time you see these aliens, they're well, not aliens, WAPs, UAPs, yop. Is there a way to actually say it, or do you have to say UAP? Like, how do you say UFO if you don't say all the letters? Is it just UFO? It's like MUFON, right? Okay, well, I'm going way off course here. But let me just tell you that I'd figured I'd convince the scientists to get me a submarine to go under the water and just kind of hang out for a little bit. You know, it's June. It's Quake 25th anniversary. It's a relaxing Wednesday night. Why not just all go down inside the submarine together and see what we could see? Maybe we'll find a UFO. Maybe we won't. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. It's very exciting and it's a little scary too. So I think we might just Diane. Can we open the phone lines right away? No, we can't. We have to wait. Okay, we have to wait to open the phone lines, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it sooner or later. UAP are a rebranding of UFOs. No, yeah, it's a UFO. It's a UAP and a UFO. Whoop and a oof. Ooh, oh. Sound like a little monkey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, well, let's just get right into some music here. My unmanned vehicle. You're too jung for this stuff. The chat room is just filled with jokes tonight. They're just they're laughing it up. They're yucking it up, but next thing they know, they're going to be deep under the sea with a rat. And we're gonna have a good old time down there. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll find something. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I can't guarantee this stuff. I'm like a weatherman. I'm like hey, today we might find a UFO, or I'm like your doctor. We might find something if we go deeper within. Here, take these drugs. It'll stop your ears from popping, but you might commit suicide. Well, we're gonna listen to some music now. Well, we'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio, and we're gonna sally forth and digger deeper within the ocean. We got Beagle Biagel with Joe is Pissed. Whoa, 1 second, everybody. I got This was a quick submarine ride, I'll tell you that much. Almost done. Sorry. Well, that was tasty. Let me wash that down real quick. I'm sorry. One sec. Yeah. Under the water on another planet. Let's thank a guy named John Carmack. Now, if you know me, you probably know that I love John Carmack. So I'm always talking about him. I completely am intrigued by his robotic mannerisms and his thought patterns. But we're gonna listen to some clips tonight of things he has said on record, things he's done. I don't know. We just got some clips of John Carmack. Let's listen to one of these right now because I'm feeling it right now.
There is design that could be called art involved in the technical side of things on there. There's work that I've done that at the time I can think this is the right way to do it. It powerfully feels correct. And I suppose that's similar to an artistic sense in some ways, where it's not so much that I've measured everything and I've quantitatively shown that this is correct, but many times there is just the sense, the voice of experience and all that's gone before, where something comes up, and sometimes it's even a fairly abrupt thing where I'm working something and then all of a sudden this is the right way to do it and it becomes clear. And that's very rewarding. It's not that I just look at things and say, here are all the tasks, let's start slogging through them one after another. I do want to come up with, because the elegant design is the thing that allows you to do something 2 years ahead of when it should have been possible. And that's so much of what I've done in technology, where you don't need cleverness to do 3D games today. The hardware is extraordinarily powerful, and all you need to do is just not do a horrible job, and it still comes out okay. But in the early days, it was what nobody thought was possible. And sure, you could have just waited, and eventually the hardware would have been there, and everybody could have done it. But the fact that I helped make something possible 2 or 3 years earlier than it would have been otherwise, that's still a good thing. If something's worth doing, it's worth doing earlier. It's all that opportunity value.
Those are words to live by right there. You never know what everything he says is. It's not like prolific. It just fits together. I wonder if he ever gets drunk and just goes off the rails. That guy. If he ever does, let John Carmack know. He could call me at 917-719-5923. Actually, I would love to interview him. Diane, can we interview John Carmack? You have to do Mike O'Reilly first. We're trying to set that up. This great artist named Mike O'Reilly, he's coming out with a book that he's been working on for 10 years. This seems to be like the new thing in the art world. Like, if you're working on an art book for 10 years, I got so much. John, like, it's kind of like John C. Dvorak. He could come out with a book and say he's been spending 40 years on perfecting this vinegar book. The Adorable's gonna have a mansion one day. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. Either way, that'll happen one day soon. Hopefully, I need to do some more interviews. I haven't interviewed a person in a while. Just a lot of monsters and stuff. 917-719-5923.
Ooh-wee, potato.
Potato? Diane, can you translate that for me? Send it to the translator. Let's take another voicemail really quick.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. We said the wrong thing.
What? Is that like a gay pride month thing or something? Cheers to all my gays out there. Etc. etc. Cheers to people out there that like having sex with things, and also cheers to the ones that don't like having sex with other things or something. Let's look at the internet here. No, let's play some music. We'll be right back after this. That didn't work. This submarine thing doesn't work very well. It's very hard to operate. Electronic sensors with a linear phase. Whoa. That was groovy. All this music can be found on SoundCloud, too. If you go to SoundCloud and you go to likes and you go to Nick the Rat, I think, or there's a link somewhere. You could also donate somewhere as well. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. And I'm going to thank those people right now. Thank you to the donatoring people. Ooh. This is weird. Whoa. Keep the sewers funky for 24.20. Is that code? Is that like to drink 40? Well, thank you so much. And that is from the initials are LB. Thank you, LB. We got AM with 100 Bitcoins. Wait, no, just 1 USD. I'm sorry. Bitcoin might be that price, though, one day. We also have MM with 420. Thank you so much, MM, for the 420. It gets us higher and higher. Whoa. PLLC is up to 1414. I got this one dude. He definitely works at a call center, and he always calls me, and because I'll just bullshit with him and be like, hey man, he talks about having health insurance and stuff, and I'm like, I got a burn butthole, and you sound like you could help me, sir. And he lets me go on, and I'll start talking about whatever, and then I usually have to hang up on him. One time I got him mad though, because I think I was talking about his mother. Never talk about another person's mother. It's very hurtful. It's weird too, because it's not like the person that's talking to you knows your mother. It's I guess it should only really be hurtful if they actually did know your mother. Like if somebody on the street said, yeah, your mother's like an orange, everybody gets a squeeze, to me, I'd be like, hey, that's pretty weird that you said that to me. I don't know who you are, and I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. But if you say that to somebody else, they might try to kill you. We got AN with 422. Thank you as well, AN, for supporting the sewer system. Where else is your fecal matter going to go? Without a good backbone to your bottom, you can't go up in the world. Currently, no UFOs down here, by the way. But lots of weird looking things, though. Nice just to be out in the middle of nowhere, right? No people around. Let's listen to an advertisement. Over here. I don't know the controls on this submarine right here. It's like a whole new thing for me. It's kind of weird. Well, let's play some ads over here. Well, okay, we'll be right back. Morning, the Rat Radio. Well, thank you everybody
I'm living
for
the life.
What the heck?
I get to do what I want when I want to do it. I don't have some stupid job wasting half my life helping someone else get rich. I am rich. I don't have to worry about bills, cost of health insurance, housing, or food. Fuck, life is sweet. How did I do it? The Dark Sewer Lottery System. Now you too could waste your hard-earned cash chasing the dream. I did it once. Now I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. Dark Sewer Lottery System. Do it.
Yeehaw! Come on down to the sewer and get yourself the biggest, juiciest, succulent, raw Middle Hampshire's burger there is. The Dark Sewer Fly Burger. Down in the sewer, we get the biggest, hairiest, protein-filled flies your eyes have ever seen. And for $1 more, we will even de-wing them for you. So come on down to the sewer now and reserve a seat at the Fly Burger. Order in or out. Heck, fuck here, 917-719-5923.
We got this other song over here now. We got this music by Middle Child that says, "Don't lose your heart." Be right back. Good morning, the Rat. If you think it, you could be it. We could all be whatever we. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. I hope you're having a swell time. A great Wednesday. We're gonna open up the phone lines. If you would like to call in and talk to me live, there really isn't. It's just a relaxing day. We could talk about Quake. We could talk about deep sea creatures, UFOs, or whatever you want. Let me see if the phone line's open over here. It looks like the phone line is open. We might have some voicemails we could play here as we wait. Let's see what we got here.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I wanna hit you with a car, throw you off a tree so high, hope you break your neck and die. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I want to run you over with a car.
What they're teaching kids in the schools these days. They're way off key. But it was a decent rendition of that famous nursery rhyme there. Let's listen. What did John Carmack drop words of wisdom into your ear holes on your head, on the sides of your head? Has there ever been a weird mutation where somebody's head grew in wrong? Like their ears were on their face and their eyes were weird. That's weird to think about. Let's fix this over here. This submarine is working really strange now. I don't know what's happening anymore, but something's going on. Maybe listening to somebody that's smart or something will help the situation out.
So I do get asked a lot about what the best path to get into the industry is, and I've been giving various answers over the years. First, in general, for any field of it, what we look for is people that accomplish things, that build their own projects on there. And there are multiple levels to this, where on a programmer side of things, I tell people you want to pursue two tacks. You want to do some things completely from scratch yourself, even if it's just starting with Space Invaders and Tetris, but you should be able to build some things from scratch so you have an appreciation for all aspects of it. How you read the input, how you process the logic, how you draw the output. There's important things to know from all aspects of that. But the other thing that you need to do is work inside a commercial-grade large code base, which means making mods for existing games, because they are different skill sets, from doing things from scratch and being able to modify a million-line code base to do what you want there. And that's really, in the industry, what you're going to be doing. So you need to show that you're capable of working on other people's code, maybe in a group, in an open-source project or a mod team or something like that. But you also want to be able to show that you have ideally deep knowledge about certain aspects of things, that you can look at things down to the kind of baseline there. But in the end, the most important thing is to show that you finish things, that you can take an idea and go and build a project and bring it to some level of completion. Nobody expects somebody on their own to do something that looks like a modern commercial game, but when we interview people and we look at their private web page and they've got 10 different little projects that they've done, that speaks a lot more than where they got their college degree from, if they have a college degree at all. We look at, more importantly, the fact that they've gone and tried to do things on their own than any particular technical skills. When we're looking for a systems guy, obviously we need hardcore technical skills on there, but if we're bringing in a game programmer, we want to know that they care about gaming, that they experiment with lots of things, they try different stuff, even if they don't always work out. But having gone through a lot of that is more important than the classes you took or any certification that you have. That means almost nothing to us.
Oh, wow. Out of the, what's that number there? 7.9 billion people on Earth. He's one that I'd like to bump into. I'd like to talk to that Mr. Carmack. He's like, college, you don't really need college. You just need to show us that you have motivation to and can actually do something. But does college teach you how to actually do something? I guess it does. You know, I'm not gonna bash college. It's there's good teachers out there that. Yeah, I had a couple good teachers in my time. Like one or two. I mean, that's a lot. Maybe there's like 4 or 5. There's probably a few good teachers in there, but there was a lot of crappy ones too. A lot of crappy teachers, but you know, there's also there's crappy students. Like if you're in a group learning from one person, even if they're a good teacher, but the group is just a bunch of assholes, it's a difficult situation. Diane, how many trees are on Earth? And how do they know if there is an answer? Does anybody know how many trees there are on? Wait, 3.04 trillion? So if there's like 8 billion people and 3 trillion trees, I mean, that's like how many? That's like 380 trees per person. Why don't I have 380? I don't even have like 2 trees. Who's hoarding all these trees? Damn it. Wait. You could also gas blast me at nick@nicktherat.com. You just put gas blast in the title, and I will. I'm forced to read it. Yeah, what? I like trees. I don't have any. I demand to have 300 trees at least. It's my fair share. Wait, I'm a rat. How many rats are on Earth? Looks like we do have a hot gas blast just came through. Where the river is winding, big nuggets they findin'. Go north to Alaska. Go north, the rush is on. To the north. Maybe that's where my trees are. It's hard in Brooklyn. I mean, there's only one tree out here. They wrote a story about it. Well, let's go to the phone line. It looks like somebody's calling in right now. Oh wait. We have to thank the Twitch donations. It looks like we do have some Twitch donations. I'd like to thank people. Let's see, we got Danny Warbooks just followed me 7 days ago. We got Quirkus resubscribed for a month at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 11 months. It's 7 days ago that happened. Love you, Nick. Keep podjacking the sewers into infinity. Well, thank you for helping me to podjack the sewers. Makes me feel a little dirty. But we also do have Gene Witch 0 resubscribed from. I feel so dirty doing this right now. It's I feel like Amazon's like whore. It's like but then again, you know, it is a donation from somebody. The other donations are through PayPal, so that's like me being a PayPal whore. But the fact that I'm reading it off like a Twitch screen kind of feels wrong. But thank you for the resub for a month to tier 2. You've been subscribed for 11 months. That happened 7 days ago for Gene Witch there. It's weird. The people that are like, I understand it too, you know. They're like, yay, Twitch. It's a very powerful tool, but it's just a little weird. I feel like I should never say that word again. You know, anyway, I still gotta thank people though. We got Ducky on with a resubscription with Prime, with Amazon Prime. Who doesn't have that? If you do have Amazon Prime, come on down to the sewers and hit me up with your free subscription. Oh, God, Jeff Bezos doesn't own us anymore, but Amazon still does. 26 months. Holy crap. Ducky, I think that means we're officially in a relationship. Me and Amazon are watching you. And if you ever unsubscribe, we're coming to your house. We're going to clog your toilet. All right? We got more show to go. It looks like the phone line is clogged right now. Diane, can you get the phone plunger? That's not a real thing? Okay, well then just play like a voice. No, we're gonna play some more music here. We got Vault Boy with Beyond Beyond.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude. Dust. Wind. Wind. Dust. Next around.
Well, that was groovy. That's what's fun about Wednesday night. You could get all groovy. And there's no groovy police out there yet, but soon I'm sure there will be. You're not allowed to groove on the internet. It's illegal. Why isn't polluting illegal? Like throwing garbage into the water and shit. Yeah, there's a lot of garbage in the water. People are just walking around throwing trash around. I think that's I think that should be like punishable. Like you should be able to beat somebody up or hit them in the head if they're dropping things in the water. I think that's why I don't really care too much about like carbon pollution and stuff, like creating energy by polluting the sky. It's because it's not in the water. If if you could show me like a giant like floating island of like condoms and water bottles, but like as carbon floating in the water, but it's weird that we don't really care about the trash. We feign to, I guess, but we're not really planning to do anything. You only get like those little weird startup companies. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna make a drone that picks up garbage, and it flies it somewhere. We should. Why isn't there like a worldwide coming togethering of how to dispose of trash in a proper, easy way? What the hell was that? Oh, I know what that is. One second, let me fix that, and then go here. It looks like we had a phone call somewhere. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello, caller.
Is this Nick the Rat?
This is Nick the Rat. Yes.
Oh, cool. Hold on. 1 second.
Caller, can you?
Hello. Sorry. I wasn't expecting you to answer. I was trying to leave voicemail.
You want to leave a voicemail?
No, I'd rather talk.
Well, then I have a question for you, caller.
Yes?
What are you doing? You're not near your phone. You're like, I'm gonna call Nick the Rat and then run away from the phone and talk to him? It sounds like.
Oh, no, I didn't run away from the phone. Bluetooth. The back.
Caller, don't use Bluetooth, please. Can you switch lines, perhaps? This is
I can't.
worse than a cellular connection. This is horrible. Caller, this is a horrible connection.
Is this better?
Oh, that's great.
Is this better?
That's perfect.
Fantastic. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
We're
Caller,
kind of driving through the mountains
you have a car that could go
on
through
a
a
wild
mountain?
adventure. Yeah, we're driving through the Colorado mountains on a wild adventure, playing music and picking up trash, flying signs.
How is the trash situation in the area you are in? Is there a lot of trash around?
In some spots, you find the squeakers, you find the trash.
So it's people. The people are making the trash. It's trashy people trashing the world.
You know those people that like to call themselves hippies? They like to leave a lot of trash everywhere.
Really? Those are the dirty hippies. There's got to be some clean hippies too, I guess. But
you would think the hippies would be the ones to clean up after themselves, but no, you go to the camp spots and they leave such a wreck.
Tell the train kids to clean it up.
Train kids clean it up. Woo!
Why isn't there any social movement to clean up the trash on the planet?
I don't know. We need Captain Planet, though.
No, you got guilty kids.
Did you ever watch Captain Planet? Well, that's a stupid question. You obviously did, because you just said Captain Planet.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Caller, do you have a favorite planeteer?
I do not. Me, I am a planetaire.
Caller does not know Captain Planet. Look, if you're gonna call up and claim to be a Captain Planet fan, we really need to make a social movement around this world where we're not gonna let the polluters poop in our water system. to take over. You gotta do something about it. We should build a conveyor belt that goes through every neighborhood, and it goes to a volcano. It'll be like a super, and you could put anything on it. You could put like old 40-ounce bottles or kitty litter, used or unused. It doesn't matter. You could put old furniture there. You could put children on it. Like if you want to get rid of your kid, you put them on there. You could get on there too. Like it'll just be like it'll be a cure-all. It's like, hey, are you done? Here's the garbage chute. You get on there. It won't go too fast. Well, it has to go kind of fast, because if you get on there and it's going to a volcano, it's not going to be too close by. You might change your mind, but you could put anything on there, like old cars. It's going to be a big conveyor belt that goes through like every neighborhood, and it just takes the trash away. Possibly run by what are those, fusion reactors? I keep seeing fusion reactors in the news. It's such bullshit. We've been trying to do fusion reactors for so damn long. They just get too damn high. They start up, but then it's like, oh boy. So we got nuclear power. Why are we messing around with that fusion? If only Bill Gates. Bill Gates could do something about it. What? What is this? Wait, hold on one second, everybody. This is almost breaking news here. Ashamed Bill Gates, who just got a divorce, was apparently not going to give his kids any money, and might have hit on a girl a long time ago, and helped fund some sort of, I don't know, some GoFundMe with some dude. This just came out today. What is this?
Hi, I'm Bill Gates, chairman and co-founder of TerraPower. I'm happy to be with you on this exciting day for our company and for the future of energy.
This is today.
15 years ago, I assembled a group of experts to explore the technologies necessary to solve the dual challenges of global energy poverty and climate change. It became clear that an essential tool to solving both is advanced nuclear power. Nuclear power is the only carbon-free energy source we have that can deliver large amounts of power day and night.
Bill's going all in, and he's going. Finally, it took a lot of different possible, maybe not really scandals to get him on board with nuclear power. He's going to be building a nuclear power plant where his money is. I don't know. It's some new one that they're doing in Wyoming, I think. This is going to be this just came out today. Let's listen to more what Bill has to say.
Through every season, almost anywhere on Earth. And it's been proven to work on a large scale. It's really fantastic, combining the best attributes of other types of energy production. But nuclear power, like every other technology, needs to innovate and adapt. It needs to become less expensive. It needs to prove an even stronger safety case.
It's pretty
Natrium
cheap.
is designed to make a dramatic change in performance, safety, and cost. We think Natrium will be a game changer for the energy industry, and we're proud to partner with Pacific Corp, Governor Gordon, Senators Barrasso and Loomis, Congresswoman Cheney, and Secretary Granholm to
gotta kiss all those butts to build his little nuclear power plant. This is kind of big, isn't it? I think this is bigger than him trying to save the world from viruses or something. Is he just trying to be like Batman? Like, what can I solve? This is a good one. Can we put garbage into the nuclear fusion reactor and make it melt or something? That'd probably not be good. That's not good. Well, but I think my idea with the conveyor belts and volcanoes is good. You know,
To build our reactor in Wyoming. Wyoming has been a leader in energy for over a century.
Really? That's what I whenever I hear Wyoming, I think power. I'm like, oh man, Wyoming. Yeah, that's that place.
And we hope that our investment in Natrium will allow Wyoming to stay in the lead for many decades to come. Governor Gordon understands the potential nuclear, and Congress, with Senator Rosso's leadership.
Wait. Is Bill Gates being forced to say this by gunpoint? He didn't even make a sentence there. What? He was at. Can we listen to that again?
Understands the potential nuclear.
Oh, the potential of nuclear. He understands the potential. I thought he said the potential nuclear. I was like, what?
And Congress, with Senator Rosso's leadership, created the program responsible for this project, the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program. Without that program, we wouldn't be here today. And as Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm is helping to guide the project across the finish line. She's been a champion for advanced nuclear, and the Department of Energy is a full partner in this project. We're really happy to be building this new reactor in Wyoming. The state has a lot to offer. We'll use a site that currently hosts a coal plant that already has connections to the grid and a highly skilled, well-trained workforce to.
Whoa, so they're going to build a nuclear plant on top of a coal plant? I don't know if that's the best. Look, I know I'm just a podcasting rodent in the sewers of Brooklyn, New York that's in a submarine deep under the water tripping balls on THC and beer, but why not, if you're going to build a nuclear power plant from scratch, build it in the safest place possible? There should be a lot more research done in the area you're building it, instead of just saying we're going to build it on top of this here coal plant because it's already wired up. You're building, whatever.
Build and operate our reactor. We will build Natrium in a community that knows what it takes to support a major energy project.
It's a little bit different, Bill. Burning coal and burning uranium is. It sounds like he's just kicking people out to. So they're probably going to get paid a lot of money. They're going to be. I bet you the people in that town are going to reap the benefits of having a nuclear power plant until they realized, oops, the old coal plant was built on top of a fucking crack in the earth. Something. They probably they did their research. They're smart. They're good.
In doing so, we'll help launch a new era in energy by building off the foundation laid by Wyoming's energy workforce. We need your expertise and skills to help make this a reality. We all know that there are big transitions happening in energy, but as someone who has worked in the rapidly changing field of computing his entire life, I know that innovation is the key to maintaining leadership. Natrium can play a role in helping Wyoming be a leader in energy, and it's great for the state and great for the country. Thank you for allowing me to participate today, and thank you for your support.
I think countries goad other countries to do stupid shit. There's definitely like hey, look what we could do. And sometimes what they're doing is fake. There's definitely some dog wagging on tails and stuff. We got a voicemail? No?
Hi. I found a place to hide. I got a dumpster, man. I thought I was done for a second, but I got this dumpster. I found a rat. I think he's one of your people, Mick. He's holding down the fort. Do you think we got this? What are you doing? Wait.
Are you okay?
Wait. No!
Diane, trace this call.
Hey, man! Hey! No, I know Nick! No, what the fuck, man? I know Nick! No! Me and him are
Diane, call the FBI.
No! Oh, shit!
Diane, call the FBI right now and have them trace that call and check that person's sewer. Oh. Respect the planet, people. And make sure to feed the ancient gods here. We got Solus with Call of the Ancients.
For me personally, you can't go 20 years without some ups and downs, but I've never really hit a deep lull in anything where I where I'm not happy with what I'm doing. All it has been is, at worst, maybe a little bit of malaise at some time. But for the most part, it's just amazingly awesome. The job that we have, creating things out of nothing. It's, we're magicians working with ethereal stuff and creating worlds. And I love the programming and the development probably more now than I ever did before. There was a sense, it's hard to almost go back before the thought of the internet, information at your fingertips. And in many ways, I almost felt off in the wilderness, figuring things out as I went. Not knowing, of course, that there are books of knowledge that were available at universities, but it wasn't at my fingertips, and I was kind of figuring it all out myself. And that's something that you don't get in the current scheme of things, but because everything is out there, and a lot of times it's more important to find things rather than to invent things. But the craft of software development is something that I feel probably more strongly about today than ever before. And I've gotten to work with a lot of really amazing people, programmers, artists, and developers of all kinds. So I get asked a lot over the last 5-10 years. People hear I'm working with rocketry and other stuff there. I'm like, I hear, well, are you going to quit id and go work on rockets? And usually I say, people don't understand that almost any discipline like that doesn't have a fraction of the breadth of what we deal with in building games. And it sounds trivial that, okay, we're building these entertainment applications, things that people spend their odd moments on. But the truth is, it's incredibly sophisticated and detailed. And you can talk about moonshots and things like that, and I can say, well, our software is a hell of a lot more sophisticated than anything that went into putting people on the moon, and I'm more interested by the challenges of the things that we do here than just about anything else I can think of. I mean, it is true at my heart, I'm an engineer more than I am a gamer specifically. I have great love of games in so many ways, but I could do other things. But I still think this is actually the best place for me to be working and the best things for me to be working on.
And we're really happy that you do that.
That guy's fell at the end. We're real happy that you do that. Is hi. Hello? Is this thing working? Diane, you said that there was somebody on the line.
Yo, Nick. Hey,
Oh.
buddy. I need a favor. A couple shows back, your Dark Sewer Network, you guys ran an advertisement for the Nick the Rat scented penis candles. I only ordered 2, thinking it was like an ear candle, but it was penis shaped. I misused the first one. Oh, that was kind of suppository style. Anyway, that one's lost. So, the other one, it was a bit narrow, but I rubbed it between my hands to warm it up, and I could slide the wick out, and then use it as a wine bottle stopper, It was a bit narrow to get a good pour, so I folded the testicles over itself and gave it a good ramming with my fist from the back. And, yeah, but it's only good for, a couple of pours. And, so I'd like to order a case of those, if and when you guys get them back in stock. Yeah, if you could give a shout out, let me know. Get a little jump on the crowd. The $69.99, shipping rate's a little ridiculous, but, like I said, for single
Gotta make
use,
money
if
somehow,
I get a whole case of them, I could enjoy my wine and that smell of sewer, Nick's smegma goodness. In here, oh shit, the smoke, sewer, god damn.
my God, Jimmy, who taught you how to do that? That's disgusting.
I learned it from you, Dad. All right, I learned it from you.
Parents who fap have children who fap. Do you love adventure but hate leaving the house? Is your life boring, but not boring enough to stand up? Why not take a seat into another dimension with the Dimensional Straddling Saddle? Sit down, select a dimension, and get ready. For only $69.99, this device can be yours. Order it through the Dark Sewer Network today and start straddling with the pros.
Whoa, it looks like I just got a donation here. It's got a donation deep under the sea. We're getting really deep down here but now. I'm not seeing any UFOs, not seeing any Tic Tacs, but I am seeing donations. This is incredible. This donation technology is like from another planet. Or another superpower. This one is 1333. A good year. A very good year for charlatans and snake oil salesmen. Nick, you take my breath away. That chloroform you get is the best. Wait, hey, come on. Guess I have to read this, but it is a donation. But this is not. This is. You can't use this in the court of law. Okay. I'm a cop. Okay. Where are we gonna huff and cuddle again? What? Oh boy. BPU. B-PU. BPU can bring that doctor friend of yours, but only if he brings plenty of candies, plenty of party candies. Can I get some positive sewer vibes from my pop? He's had a rough week. Thanks, Nick, and the rest of the sewer fam for being you. Love you, sickos. I'm gonna give your pop some good vibes right here. Hold on. I gotta really get deep. Hold on. How deep am I? How? This is not deep at all. Hello. Am I deep now? Wait. I think we're close. All right. Hello. Hi. Whoa. Oh, shit. Hello. This. Anything you're going through has to be better than this right now. Nice. Hold on, let me turn this off. Alright. Oh, it's not totally. Hi. Yes. Okay. Here. Hello. Okay. Good vibes to you. To all the loved ones out there. To people that feel the good vibes right now. I want you to amplify them. Turn those vibes up to 11. And then send that one out. Keep it at 10. You don't want to go over 100%. 110% is theoretically impossible. I guess. I don't know. But I hope that everything goes good. I hope there's there's waves in good and bad, good and bad, good and bad. But I hope the good continues on. Let's listen to John Carmack. He's gonna fix the situation.
What is Oculus's approach to their clear gender gap and how you're going to not port that into VR?
We are having a hard time hiring all the people that we want. It doesn't matter what they look like.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just jump around here. So we'll go over there.
All right, let's listen to Angie's shit account with no surprises. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat. No surprises there. He tried, you know. Oh wait, there's a PO box. Nick at PO Box 9549. This just came through. It took a while because we're in a submarine right now. Wait, hold on a second. Where are we? Get back over here. Got this here. Boom. This came in the PO Box. Whoa, I don't want to dox anybody, but you know, it's real. It's a real check-a-do. All right, let's see what we got. PO Box 9549, Brooklyn, New York. 11209. Then there's like that whole extra thing. I don't know why they add that in. Does it get your mail to you faster? Not really. I don't. 0549. You expect me to remember like 20 numbers to get a goddamn letter served to me? All right, let's open. I forgot I checked the PO box. It loaded down here. And because it's a check, I could open it like do the ripping. Ooh. Oh, it's not ripping good there. It's not doing. How do you get the good rip? Like that. Yeah, I want that for the rest of it. That was like a wet fart. Let's see what we got here in this check. It's my exit strategy right here. Okay. Thanks for your show, Sir Crossstitch. $5 Thank you, Sir Crossstitch. I always have a fun time opening the check live on air. I could rip this part, right? It's the Langoliers. There, that was a full one. That was for you, Balky. Thank you, Sir Crossstitch. And cheers. I'm not totally done with this here at 40 yet, which is kind of surprising. It's past midnight already. The unraveling is happening. It's dying, right? We're under the water because we're scared to be up there, right? It's just unraveling. It's falling apart. Even history is falling apart. Did you hear that there's no more, sacrifices weren't real? It was just edgy artwork that we're basing all of our history upon? I heard that today. Is it true? I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, really. But, most of the history that we base, because we base it all off of artwork. Yeah, slow and long that takes. So the great graphics of negative 300 whatever, that stuff was it's just edgy artwork to scare people. Some people are scared by artwork. Hello, caller.
Hey, hello from Spearfish. How you doing, Nick the Rat?
I'm flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted by what?
I don't know. I just don't know what that word means, flabbergasted. Does that mean like my flabber is filled with gas in the past? Flabbergasted?
It's like being aghast, but more so with like a lot of
flabber.
superfluous.
It's like,
flabber.
it's like you got the flabber.
Like
Does it go?
Like
does
that.
It go beyond? Is there anything past flabbergasted? It's like supercalifragilistic.
No, that is
flabbergasted.
the highest level of aghast one can be, is flabbergasted.
Have you ever been flabbergasmed? Anyway,
flabbergasm is a whole different category.
You get off of my penis.
So the unraveling, I'm actually really not all that flabbergasted by that. I'm barely half aghast by it. I mean, I know it's real, but I'm not surprised it's happening. I mean, this shit's been coming down the line for decades now.
The weird thing, though, is because the more it unravels, the more I realize that it's not.
Yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I would like you to elaborate.
I can
using
explain
big
because
words.
I've been touting the unraveling, which is happening, but the fact that it's unraveled to a point, the realization, I don't there's a dimension, right? How many dimensions are there?
Well, right now there's 4, but we can mathematically work with more than that.
No, it's not true. It's all one.
Oh?
It's all one dimension.
Everything's just one-dimensional?
All those other dimensions are just theoretical.
Really? I can't even make squares and circles and.
That is in the dimension we
that
live
would
in.
be
That's
two-dimensional.
That's
that would be
light,
two-dimensional.
light bouncing off of graphite that you've put down on dead trees. You monster.
Whoa! You didn't need to call me a monster, but I'm flattered that you did.
Then again, you might be laying down these circles and squares in a digital space within a screen that's being mined in a Chinese place because lithium only exists in some parts of the planet.
Okay, but if that's true, that does it matter? I mean, does that just ultimately mean that nothing matters?
Well, it does matter, but the thing still is that we're still all in this in one dimension. It's falling apart, but we're all
But
here.
if you're just one-dimensional, is there really any such thing as matter? Can anything really have any mass?
Yeah, things matter. You matter. You matter to
thanks,
me.
buddy. You matter. You know what? You matter too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think things matter. Yeah. They
Yeah,
do. We
all
all
right.
matter. Everything sound doesn't matter. Sound energies. Okay, so there's matter and there's things that exist within our dimension that we might not know is there.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's probably true. I mean, there's a lot of traditions that go back many millennia, and they believe in beings that exist in the same space that we do, but that we can't really see them or interact with them.
Well, that's
but
sort of
they're
been
still
proven.
existing.
Isn't there like microbacteria living on your skin, like the colonies of living organisms eating and shitting on almost every inch of your body?
That is merely
And inside of
the
your-
unseeable, but you can see it with like a magnifying glass. Whereas like what I'm talking about would be like
something you
like
could see.
Spirits or the jinn.
Oh, even smaller.
Which you can only see if you drink enough hooch. I don't know. I didn't read up a lot on the jinn.
I would
But
never
yeah,
bathe
like,
my dog in alcohol.
You'd never bathe your dog in alcohol?
That's how you get hooch, right?
Is it? Huh. I guess I never looked up how to make hooch before.
It's part alcohol and part pooch.
Oh, I guess, now that I think about it, that makes nothing but perfect sense.
Nothing but perfect sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it's really easy to make mead, though. You get like a big jug, and then half of it is the honey, and the other half is water, and then you can put different flavorings into the water if you want, and then you put like a rubber band over the top as like a stopper, and like over time, like the rubber band will expand as the yeast is doing its thing, and then like every now and again you just gotta let some air out of the rubber band, and then after a while, boom, you got mead.
Do you think there are any beekeepers in prison?
I think beekeepers kind of are their own prison. They gotta wear that big suit because they're covered in bees all the time.
Bees all the time.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, beekeepers, they don't exactly get to have casual Fridays.
Have you ever been covered in bees?
Not a lot. I've been covered in gnats, though, and that is way worse, I think. Do you know what gnats are?
Little bitty bitty flies. I've probably
Yeah, they're like really tiny.
I've probably eaten tons of gnats. Sometimes you're walking around in like a foresty area. You're like, I just walked through a cloud of gnats, and you're like, I've definitely eaten a couple of those.
Oh man!
You breathe in,
yeah,
you're probably taking in a couple trillion, right? Couple quadrillion.
Oh yeah. Like you go East River around this time of year, and there's just way too many mosquitoes, and that's really bad. But like, there's this place up in North Dakota I've been to, and there are so many gnats at night that it's like walking through a really painful nightmare.
Man.
It's invigorating.
You just put a thought into my head. A nightmare,
What?
like a David Lynchian short video about gnats at night. It'll be like a Nick at Night, like black and white TV thing with giant fly people.
That would be a very scary work of art.
Going down into your mouth.
Oh man, I can taste it now. I know what that tastes like too. That's happened to me.
It tastes like.
Yeah. It's,
okay, I better close my mouth now.
Oh man. Oof.
You have to commit too. You can't spit them out. You can't just. You have to swallow them.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no other choice.
It's almost like
you're
flying protein. It's just like breathe it in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I completely forgot what I was gonna call in to talk about, but hey, it's good talking with you, and I hope you don't have those nightmares. Bye.
Diane, was that caller real? We gotta take a long break. Wait, did we listen to this? Here, one sec. Well, I just gotta make sure. Gotta see where we are.
What is Oculus's approach?
Okay, we listened to that. What a great direct answer. It's so weird. Like words are bad. Words do matter. I understand the way people say things do matter because I've seen people say things that are just completely out of line, in my opinion. But sometimes, you know, sometimes like hell is a curse word, right? Is it okay if little children say hell? It's strange though because they could say HE double hockey stick, but they're still saying hell by that because you know what they're saying. So why is it like I'm so confused by this curse. This cursing thing, like, it's weird. It's like we live in a society where it's like, oh, science, but then we're like, oh, there's curse words. Well, shouldn't like curse word kind of be like a folklore by now? Is that going to be like the in the future, like in 2022, 23? They're going to look back and be like, oh, back in the year 2020, they were like, you can't say these words. They're curses. They They hurt people's feelings and get you killed in the street. And play some advertising. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat, but we'll oh crap. What's going on over here? What?
Dark Sewer Kitchen, 420. Hit it.
Well, hey there, sewer dwellers. It's your boy, Sewer Chef. And welcome to another edition of the Dark Sewer Kitchen, where today we'll be showcasing a new offering from the Dark Sewer Network, a meal kit delivery service. Really? It's like 2 years too late for that shit. Well, it's called Sewer Chow Crate. That's a catchy name, I guess. Well, all right. It's got everything you need to make a single lonely meal with zero human interaction. I know you guys. Each box contains a cocktail, fresh herbs, and all you need to make a scrumptious main course. And right now I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Looks like today's theme is Romania, in celebration of the Romanian Dependence Day. I don't know why you'd celebrate that, but whatever. I guess that's supposed to appeal to the large number of Romanians that listen to the show. They fucking love this shit for some reason. All right, let's get the instructions. That's a lot of damn instructions. So we'll take this one and this one, first and last. I'm a chef. I'll make up the middle. You know. All right. We'll start off by, let's see. It is Romanian kimchi. Well, we'll get to that later, but first we'll show you what else is in the box. First, we got a bottle of booze here. Looks clear. Can't make sense of any of the gobbledygook that's on the label here, but it looks like it's 69 proof, and that's all right with me, if you know what I mean. Let's give it a taste. Pop that top. It smells like Uncle Jimbo. Ugh. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, tastes like Aunt Sally. That's a good thing. All right. Tasty. And of course, as always, we got our bag of fresh herbs grown right down here in the sewer. Oh, that smells good. That's nice and dank. But we'll save those for later. And there is also this little packet of white powder here. I don't know. This must be some sort of secret spice blend. I'm going to give that a try right now. Oh, boy. Ooh, that's some spicy shit. Ooh, that is spicy. Ooh, it feels good. Oh, yeah. All right. Now that we're, now that we're all lubed up, let's get cooking, man. All right, on to the Romanian kimchi. Let's open up this box. Oh, God, what? Oh. What the fuck is that? Oh, it looks like, rotten, dirty cabbage. Oh.
Wild for Kicks, the vivid and shocking portrayal of modern youth who grow up too soon and live it up too fast.
You'll never make it! Stop! Slow down!
Wild for Kicks, the daring motion picture that takes you behind the scenes in a world where anything goes. A world of beat girls and defiant boys. Wild for Kicks. Introducing singing star Adam Faith and the new screen sensation Gillian Hill, with a supporting cast of new and exciting young stars.
Down a mat.
Hey, there's a train coming. Let's play chicken on the road.
Wild for Kicks, starring David Farrar as the man with the problem daughter. Beautiful French star Noelle Adam as the new and very loving wife. And Christopher Lee as the man who makes a living from a striptease clip joint. It's wild, wild, wild. Wild for Kicks, a motion picture that will leave you breathless.
Oh, man. Nick. Oh, I got away from that rat. He was not cool. You gotta talk to your buddy, man. I don't know what he was doing. But I'm on the back of an ice cream shop. I got the fuck away. And, I mean, just, I don't know, man. I gotta get out of here. I got high.
What about quantum computing? Is that something that could potentially break the
Caller? Are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Caller?
I hear you.
Caller, I hear you too.
Out of the darkness.
Darkness, the deep.
It's very deep indeed.
Have you ever been in water?
I have been in water from time to time.
Have you ever been in what they would consider to be deep water?
In a vessel or by myself?
Like you without a vessel. You as your own vessel.
How deep are we talking?
Have you ever been naked in the ocean?
No, not naked. I had swim trunks on.
Did they have a floral pattern on them? Or were they a solid color?
The last ones were a solid color. They were blue.
Yeah, I would never have like floral colored yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
I used to, when I was younger, I had a pair that had flowers, and then they changed colors when they got wet.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that sounds kind of familiar. That was probably
So
like nuclear waste on there.
If you peed your pants, like everybody was like, hey, why is the color right there and not everywhere else?
You were being
put that all
trolled.
out, bud.
Whoever bought you those were just trolling you. That's
like,
fucked
yeah,
up,
sure,
man.
they changed color on their own.
We just want to know when you're pissing in the ocean. Or in the
Little
pool.
Jimmy
Those are
Pee
those are
pants
those
right
are
there,
pool
ain't ya?
protection. Those are parental pool protection from the piss. Peons.
Well, don't they put a... I've never experienced this, and I don't even know if it's true. I don't think it was true back when I was younger, but do they actually put a dye in some pools that'll show if you peed in the pool?
Yes, they did. It was called bullshit. It was but they would pour that chemical in there, chlorine. They would just be dump full tons of fucking chlorine in there.
Well, it just that so if somebody peed, it was so diluted with chlorine that it didn't.
It's like we're gonna poison the
cause-
people that aren't peeing in the pool.
So it didn't cause pink eye or something like that.
It's so
Hooray!
it's like, why does the pool water taste so weird? It's getting in my mouth.
It's
It's
a certain-
weird tasting. It's
It's got a wang to it a little bit.
Well, do you know Timmy next to you? He drank some asparagus water, and now it came out of his wiener, and it floated through the
Oh.
water filled with chlorine, and then the chlorine and the piss went in your mouth, and then you tasted that.
You
Oh,
really
okay.
should have smelled it before he dealt it.
Well, you're also jumping in there like you're probably barefoot and stuff. It's not like you're wearing like a wetsuit
Oh, yeah,
to go
yeah.
into a pool. So you
Yeah.
got like your foot toe fungus is floating around in there.
The frog feet.
I think I'm a germaphobe. I'm scared
think you are?
I'm scared of I don't mind. I'll go in the ocean, but I'm scared of like stuff under the water, like clams and crabs and shells and fish and garbage bags and seaweed and homeless people and needles and under the water.
The last of those topics seem like the scariest to me. The needles, the homeless.
Especially if you're like in a populated city area where there's just more people. There's more possibility for stupid stuff to happen. The more people that are around.
Well, and a higher concentration of perhaps fecal water.
Ooh, fecal water.
I mean, doesn't it? I don't know.
It's good
Does
for
that
the
happen
skin.
there? Any time that it rains a heck of a ton here, like all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, the sewer system blew over into a stream and it discharged this amount of sewage down the stream. Does that happen in New York?
Yeah, it does all
And
the
they're
time.
like, whoops,
Why are we
sorry.
not trying to like spend money on things that could like fix the planet?
Pretty much. When stuff like that happens, and then every time they're like, whoops, sorry, that happened.
Oh, they have like a
why
clean
does it keep
reservoir.
happening?
Because people are just fucking. They don't give a fuck. I guess they just pretend like they give a
pretty
fuck.
much.
There's a couple of people out
Yeah.
there saying we give a fuck, and then like most of the people are like, we don't give a fuck.
That's why I kind of like laugh whenever you hear any kind of like statistics on how much of the ocean has been explored. Because people probably don't want to explore the ocean because it's got a layer of crap on everything.
Statistics are the devil's playground.
No.
You're part of the ocean.
I am part of the ocean.
Of the dimension that we exist in altogether. Do you think there is more than one dimension? Like, I think there's only one dimension. I just seriously do. It's my belief system, and I think it's science.
What dimension is that, though?
It's undefinable. We try to define it. It might be. I do see
not an
length,
X.
depth, and weight, and up, down, left, right,
Well,
and all that.
that's-
But that's just
well,
those are just
that-
words for what we're existing in, and
But if you only have one dimension,
it's the one we exist in. There's a lot of
But
people
there's
out there making stuff up to sell books. Also, there's people out there trying to like solve problems, and math has definitely solved a lot of problems, especially with microprocessors and on-off switches that are.
well, hasn't math told us that there's three dimensions, though?
No, math has not told us there's three dimensions. We math has said
I'm
one
holding,
and
I'm
one
holding
is
my
two.
fingers in the XYZ. I think there is.
Okay, the XYZ that's not really a dimension. That's just planes. Those are planes in existence.
But
We
those are what
in
they call
existence, there's a plane, and you could go up, down, left, right, and there's something we
But if
perceive
you're
as
looking
time.
at-
But this is
If you're looking at something flat and you're looking at it as a flat plane, there's
There's
still
no-
two dimensions.
no. Okay, caller. Okay. Name one thing that is actually flat. You can't. It doesn't exist.
A pancake.
A pancake's not flat. It's made of flour.
Yeah, well,
there's
to
flour.
know
There's
that it's
atoms.
flat
Atoms
because-
are there. There's
because
balls.
Why else
There's
would they
tiny
have
balls.
the term flat as a pancake?
caller, these are just words to help people deal with reality. Existence is very painful. We're here for a
Okay, I'll
short
let you
period
have
of
that
time.
one.
Nobody really knows what's going on. We try to define it, and then people try to break it down into silly words, and then people realize they can make a lot of money off of these silly words, so then they sell it, and they stick it down your throat. But existence is what it is. Now, when you say there's what somebody said something like drawing a circle, I think that was Stillwater. You're still putting graphite down on paper. There's friction between a little stick of graphite and paper, and it's leaving a trail of it. And that's why the pencil gets smaller, quote unquote, over time. It just does because it does what it is, because that's the existence we live in. There's only one dimension. These other dimensions are ways to explain mathematical impossibilities that are happening.
I feel there's a metaphor in there somewhere with the pencil and the length over time.
When's the last time you used a pencil?
Today.
Nice. Pencils are good. I like how they feel.
Ticonderoga HB, dude. They're
Ticonderoga. I've never heard of this.
Ticonderoga HB. It's the old school. It looks like your school pencil, but
the
it's an
yellow
HB lead. So it lays out thick lead, and it's a real wood pencil too. So it's a decent pencil.
I thought you were gonna say like a Koh-i-Noor.
Yeah, the Koh-i-Noor's got some decent stuff that they put out over the years. That I don't know if they still.
Koh-i-Noor is still around. I bought a nice
No,
Koh-i-Noor.
they are. No, I know they are, but they used to make I don't know if they still make a pencil that can draw on like glass, metal, plastic, wood, like everything it can draw on. I don't know if they still do. There's a couple companies that used to make those, but they're kind of cool to have around.
They probably work, but they probably don't work well.
No, actually,
wait.
Surprisingly,
you're talking about a Sharpie. You're talking about a Sharpie.
Oh no, it's a pencil.
Sharpie would
it's a
draw
regular pencil that can draw on like anything, and actually it works pretty well on like glass, and then it's like really erasable, like really quick.
That's not okay. Well, you see, you're talking about
metal.
a grease pencil.
Mm-mm.
A grease pencil would draw very well on all those substances.
No, if I could probably search through my like.
You can't. Okay, so then what is your definition of a pencil? Because it's not going to draw on every. Well, it's just graphite. Are you talking about a lead pencil or graphite? Because that's all pencil is. And I don't think a pencil with graphite could draw upon glass.
But there's a whole line of pencils that were meant to draw on plastic that has a matting on it.
Maybe I never heard of this. But I think what you might be mentioning is which would call a grease pencil, because
so
that's like
if I do ever send you a package, I should send you some.
Send me a pencil, quote unquote pencil that could with
I probably got a
graphite
shit,
that could.
I have a shit.
It could draw on glass.
I have a shit ton of them in my basement still, and I'll send you some Mylar.
I got Mylar. I got rolls of Mylar.
Yeah, well, it's the kind of pencil that draws on Mylar. It's not a graphite pencil. It's like a.
It's a grease pencil. I'm telling you,
No,
man. I worked in an art
grease,
store.
though, is it?
I worked in an art store for like a good 5, maybe 20,000 years. But I might be wrong. You might be able to find this thing and then prove me wrong. But I'm gonna bet you that it's like a greasy wax tip type pencil. It's not like a regular graphite or lead.
They almost look like the colored pencils too. So.
Oh yeah, colored pencils are. They're a little greasy. I agree. But you ever have a watercolor pencil? Those things are cool as fuck.
I'm talking about the hard ones that you used to have to sharpen with the pencil sharpener, and they have that hard lead in them that's colored.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to see it. I don't know. I'm feeling spicy from this 40 over here.
just finished the gin.
I'm seeing
ginger,
spray can
ginger
pencil,
ale and
diamond
bourbon.
pencil, ink pencil. I never heard of any of these things.
No, you know what? I got a name on a pencil right here, but I can't like see it perfectly.
You need to get your
dude. I can need glasses like badly, and I don't have them on right now.
I never not wear my glasses.
Barrel.
I only not wear them when I go to sleep. When I go to bed, I'm gonna take my glasses off. But a Tic Tac pencil.
Do you wear contacts?
I used to. I don't anymore. It's such a waste of
Okay.
fucking time. And they always make my eyes dry. I like smoking weed, buddy. I like my eyes all dry out. Shit would be annoying.
They got the wet and drops for them.
Why would you? What does it sound? Okay, in what dimension does sticking a little film of plastic, like dead dinosaur, in your eye sound like a good world view? Put this on your wet, greasy, egg-like, soft-shelled eye. Put this piece of plastic.
By the
there.
way, the baby Yoda fish is back in the screen on your Twitch.
Baby Yoda. Oh yeah.
See that? Looks like Baby Yoda.
He's a creepy dude. I've seen him.
Yeah.
It's trippy.
What was your question again? I'm sorry.
My question. Yeah, too. I don't even. Oh, have you ever played a game made by John Carmack?
John Carmack. No, I have not.
Wow.
I don't think I have. Wait, unless I.
Have you played
unless
Doom,
I don't know.
Quake,
Oh, well,
Rage,
yes, I have.
sadly.
Yep, I have them.
I saw a video
Quake.
on YouTube. They were like, John Carmack he's just put on a pedestal. He's not that good. He had a team of coders. Like, John Carmack's crazy. He was like, I'm done coding. I'm gonna make rockets. I'm done with rockets. I'm gonna do VR. I'm done with VR. I think he's working on AI now.
So, okay. So he obviously has a lot of skill sets and aspirations.
He knows how to use what exists to make what he wants.
An end product, yeah.
Because he's like, okay, I want this code to make this thing look 3D and run better. And he's just like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep dividing it. Divide, make it better. He's just an optimizer. He's like those people that get into cars and then they make their car into like super efficient or fast. I don't know, because I don't work with cars, but I'm just comparing it to that.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that's done that lately is, that hasn't done it for 100 years is Elon Musk, I think.
Did you know that John Carmack made Armadillo Company, which won X Prize, which was the rocket that Elon Musk bought and utilizes?
I didn't know that John Carmack made it, but I've heard of that when he
helped.
bought it.
Then again, he might just be a hack fraud, and his team made it, and he just got lucky. Now he definitely spent a lot of his time working on rocketry.
Well, I think, especially if he's that involved in it and investing his money in it, you can't say that he wasn't there doing totally nothing. Is that what people are trying to say? Or?
No, there's one guy. I found a video with the one guy
it's
saying
that guy. It's the one guy that got kicked off the team or whatever. That was like.
It was so. All the comments were just like, "You're just a
He
jealous."
was like the guy that was like, "I totally don't want to go that direction. I want to go this direction." Everybody else was all the other way. So
I tried to get a clip from John Romero about John Carmack, but I couldn't find one because John Romero just likes to talk about himself. He just was going on this whole rant, but
sounds like an exciting,
he had
conversation.
he had a lot of good information though. Like he talked about the past and how game creation was made and how they had to port it over from like Mac to PC and to like Amiga and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And he said that he found John Carmack through a game that he made.
Oh, you know what? I'm half a retard. I remember watching documentaries, and I've seen John Carmack in those documentaries before.
He's very,
So
he's just a
I have
nasally dude.
I have
He
a
just
face
talks.
to place to it now.
He's like, I wanted the light code to do this, so I took the code and, but yeah, he definitely knows how to simplify complicated stuff to be usable or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Do you want to know what he thinks about quantum computers?
Sure.
This is great. Because he was talking to Joe Rogan. I'm gonna play a Joe Rogan clip right now.
What's the big? Wait. What's the big? There's the other. I don't know.
Big what?
I get so into my own little world that I don't pay attention. But I know they were talking about some other computer technology it's better than quantum.
Wait, there's a computer technology better than quantum?
That's what somebody I just read about it the other day. What the hell was it? I can't remember.
Is it instantaneum from the planet Krypton?
It's probably something stupid like that, but and it was probably like it was
Hyper
quantum.
quantum. I'm seeing hyper quantum in the chat. Is that it?
Somebody's
subspace computing
theory that they were talking about in the paper that I read. Probably, I wouldn't doubt it.
Wait, cool. Wait. All right, let's listen to this clip from Joe Rogan asking John Carmack about quantum computing, which I think is I'd hate to play Joe Rogan, but he asked John Carmack a lot of really good questions, and he plays Quake. He's a Quake player, so anyway, let's listen to this. Hello? Is this working? No, it's not working. There we go. Wait, no, that's not working. Hold on one second. I gotta reload it. I gotta pick and drag and drop.
What about quantum computing? Is that something that could potentially break the bottleneck that we have with Moore's law?
So I am not an expert on quantum computing, and I think that many times I beat myself up about it, where there's some simulators online where you can go and work on it, and I should work through the exercises of doing the basic factoring algorithms on quantum computing, but my read on it right now is that it's probably not directly useful for most of the artificial intelligence tasks. The big things that people worry about that are for things like breaking cryptography, breaking the different hashes and encryption methods. And with all these cases, why I beat myself up about not learning more about it, because in most cases, when presented with some capability, there's some way to figure out how to apply it usefully to the things that you really want. In fact, I consider that almost the essence of engineering. Engineering is figuring out how to do what you want with what you've actually got. And anytime somebody gives me new hardware, usually I can figure out some useful way to do things that I want with it, even if it's not immediately obvious. And maybe quantum computing plays out that way, but it is still definitely the domain of big labs with cryogenic cooling and all that stuff. So it just hasn't been at the top of my radar.
On quantum computing, and just to summarize the article, quantum computing is bull crap.
Meaning it's you might be able to get a super powerful thing that answers one question. It sounds like it's to me that's what it sounds like. That's what I would say quantum computing is. It's you make one gigantic system to answer one question very fast. And that's why it's dangerous to encryption, because if you ask it to break encryption, it might be able to do that. But you can't really play a game or do anything more useful than breaking code.
So it's got
In my opinion, I don't know.
One instruction set is what you're saying.
That's how I see it. That's how I guess it to be. I'm probably way wrong, but I keep trying to understand it. I should try these exercises he was talking about.
Have you run like a shit ton, or read like a shit ton of articles on quantum over the years?
I've looked into it a lot. I'm into physics.
I don't know. It just seems it seems like there's an endless stream of theory.
Well, yeah, that's why it's
Doesn't
not very
seem
good.
like it doesn't.
Einstein.
Well, that's why
Einstein
it
made a bunch
never
of
seems like it's
equations that worked.
Yeah.
Now they have equations that seem to fall into place sometimes if you look at it. Like what? I don't know. Everybody's looking for the theory to everything. They want the math. They want the math to figure out the stock market tomorrow. That's sadly what humans, monkey brain, is looking for.
Oh yeah. Well, that's and it all boils down to the equation that can run it fast enough to do the trades that they want.
Well, yeah. You could.
Which is scary. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen any kind of like stories on how to slow down the internet.
How to what?
Is slow down the internet as related to the stock market. You know.
They don't slow it down. They just.
No,
emit
but there's
tons
been
of trades
a lot of guys that have
very quickly.
Yeah, and there's a lot of guys that have like come up with different systems that would slow down the trades.
They had. I thought there's super fast transactions happening. Not slow
Well,
down.
that's what it is. That's what they claim is a problem. I don't know. You know, is that the problem, or do we need to keep pushing the envelope?
Well, imagine you are trying to gamble against 50 people at one time.
Okay.
Some people could even make it probably more than 50. Well, then have your 50 people gamble against my 100 people. Well, then have your 100 people gamble against my infinite string theory people.
So
statistics are the work of the devil.
Exactly. I hated statistics class. I utterly hated it.
See, well, the thing is, math got mixed up with physics, I think. Physics and math work well together, but you could break physics with math.
Yeah.
You could go way beyond physics with math. You could go into theoretical stuff with math. You could be like, well, you know, if you fall up, that's negative gravity. Like, okay, well, sure, that doesn't happen though.
Well, doesn't math like typically prove or disprove anything?
Yeah, it does, because physics.
At the end of the day,
our world seems to work by sets of things that seem to fall into math. But some things in our physical world break math, and some things in our math world break the physical world. It's
physics. Yeah, that's no, it's true.
And then people say, "Well, listen to me. I'm on all the media."
You mean because one disproves the other, so it's almost like a vicious cycle.
But sometimes it works in harmony. There is definitely like a handshake between numbers and reality.
Yeah.
In a lot of places.
In a very lot of odd ways. So.
But
Something
not
a lot of
everything
people
could be
don't
really.
realize.
You can't solve everything, and you can not see what's happening all the time. Something I don't know.
Yeah. You both can and can't at the same time.
But quantum computers sound like some bullshit. It just sounds like a way to do one thing really quickly, which it's going to be useful. I don't know. I don't know.
You know what reminds me of that right now is everybody trying to find the magic renewable energy. And
Well,
all
there's
the
fusion
theories.
power is being touted by everybody.
I think that's a very viable option as far as if you're going.
Nuclear works pretty well for the
statistics wise and all the exactly
for the grid. But the problem
you have a lot of people.
There's still a problem though, because even if our main source of power is good, it's still going into little lithium packs, which are very poisonous.
Oh yeah. And the mines are not exactly
very friendly.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, but where do you store any of that? You got to find something that's like
free energy,
I don't know,
which we had 100 years ago, but they quote they won't let us have the generating the energy was the hard part for Tesla. Not fucking Elon Musk, the Nikola Tesla. He was just like, I could put energy up your butt if you want it there but I can't really monitor it. I can't say you're getting it or not. It's kind of like Schrodinger's fucking power meter. So you can't charge for it.
You don't know if it's dead or alive.
Right now there's radio waves going through every single one of us on just really weird, stupid frequency. He had a frequency that you could put through you that could make your.
I think there's I don't think there's just one. There's more than one.
It's weird. Frequencies are illegal. You can't use what's going through your body daily. They're just illegal things to touch,
Unless
even though they're going through you.
Yeah.
What if you put an antenna up your ass? Can you broadcast without a license?
I think there's a block range that would go with that, to tell you the truth. No, honestly, there is, because there's something under the FCC guidelines where I think you can broadcast for only so far.
Yeah.
And then just people like push that boundary, because I think like didn't Adam like work for something that was like that, or he did that?
We could all there's different FCC regulations. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
pirate radio.
If your asshole can broadcast as far as the FCC will let you, you could definitely do that legally.
Well, do not stick an antenna up your ass, then. Looked down upon in the community of offshore. Yeah, you could take your ass offshore. And
you could take your ass offshore. I would suggest grounding equipment, because they do get a lot of lightning storms out there.
How much thrust do you need to get into orbit?
I have no idea.
Because maybe
how many pounds?
We should. Well, actually, it's kind of strange because buying the material to do that probably is legally gray, and then you're not able to go into the airspace above you, and then you can't broadcast on a certain frequency. There's a lot of licenses you would need to do that. It might be like $30.
Well, I can chip in 10.
There's probably enough airspace for every human to have
their own broadcast channel,
like
definitely.
A satellite stationary satellite of their own.
Oh yeah.
But you wouldn't want that. That makes no fucking sense. That's why cars.
No.
That's why cars don't make sense.
That's something that like the businesses and marketing executives would love if you had your own satellite that was, following you all the time.
They wouldn't like that. There'd be no reason for it. It would be a private satellite, and it wouldn't be able to follow you because if you, it would bump into other satellites if it did that in populated areas. You wouldn't need it to follow you really either, because you could bounce from one satellite to another. There's like no point.
Yeah.
Or and then it just have a mesh network in the sky. But who owns that mesh network? It can't be individually owned because that would make no sense and it's too expensive.
Xfinity. Hello?
All right, Nick.
What you need?
I got
you.
I got to 7-Eleven. I think I'm safe. The ice cream truck, he pulled off and I rolled. But I'm watching this guy right now. He's getting paid money to give handshakes or something.
Good stuff, man.
I don't know.
So I got you next week. 20 ounces, I got you.
I don't know, man.
Hey, you on the phone? You calling the cops? You calling the cops? I'm trying to last second.
Oh shit! I got Russians got you. Nick, send help!
We got cynics with Artificial World.
Dude.
Hey, motherfucker.
When?
What?
Those veins are putting out!
Anyway, I'm going to get this party started.
Hello, comrades. Do you know how it is hard to go onto a website with lactating men or watching little children ride little animals, and then you hear knock at door, is government man with gun waiting to shoot you, lock you up, put you into a cage, and put you on display for Lord and Savior Putin to beat you with his penis? Yeah, this is no good. I do not enjoy it either. And most VPN services in communist Russia, it's no help, does not help me become the pervert of the future that I would like to be. So basically, there is new service recently purchased from Mr. Bemrose himself to put into Russia. It is Sir Bemrose's Russian VPN is now owned by Russian government. We do not spy on the people. The packets are always kept hidden, like undercover. You cannot see, they do not see the packets. You go onto your dating website, you look for a partner, you are big, you big horny hentai man. Your government won't know. They won't come to your house, knock on your door. If you order drugs like marijuana or any type of drugs on the internet, they do not care. They will look right through it. They just see static. They do not see what's going on. Trust me. You could trust me, your friend Boris VPN on off. Sir Bemrose talked to me on phone personally. He sound much like a little boy. Sound like Mr. Bemrose doesn't work out much. His pecs are probably really small. My pecs really big. I think Mr. Bemrose started the VPN service to go look at My Little Pony websites, and he was being harassed by his government man because Senor Trump, he does not like pony boys, but he sold his technology to Russia. And now we are advertising Mr. Sir Bemrose's Russian VPN is new addition to old Sir Bemrose VPN service. You and me together will make world great again. You don't have to worry about being spotted for being a weird freak on the internet. If you look at, I don't know, let me look at my search history right here. Let me bring up web page and go to my search history. Let's see how to become big, strong man in Russia today. That's me. Yes, I searched for that. Like this one, I like pictures of how to get my sister naked, not looked frowned upon in Russia. They will arrest you on spot if they knew you were looking for this. But if you look for this with Sir Bemrose's Russian VPN service, you could look like you are coming out in a Swedish VPN, Swedish internet. They don't care what you do in Sweden. I've been there once. There's brothers and sisters all over there touching each other on the buttocks, a little butt touches, and they don't care. I wish to move there. I am trying to sell this VPN service so I can truly go there myself and become big, strong sister butt toucher. I think Sir Bemrose will totally be cool with this because his VPN service lets me search for this in mother country of Russia. Putin doesn't know. Order yours today, or we will come to your house and break your legs. Maybe if I could find you, but if you're using Sir VPN, VPN, Bemrose is.
Ever wake up and find your dog dead and parts of your family splattered all over the living room walls?
Oh my God, they're all
You
dead.
might have a demon problem. If you're suffering, demons don't settle for less. You need yourself a Sewer Union Aerospace Corporation brand railgun.
Oh yeah.
Blow heads and clean off any demon within 300 meters of yourself with deadly accuracy.
This thing is great.
Or line them up and punch a hole straight through their chest of at least 5 of your enemies with one shot.
Whoa, that was so cool. Wow.
You can even customize the color of your rail trails.
I'm thinking blue.
With Sewer Union Aerospace Corporation railguns. You'll pray for a demon infestation.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Order yours today. Call 917-719-5923.
Lick it. God, my railgun tastes so good. Oh man, I want more demons. God, I'm fucking hard. Oh God.
Let's talk about that too. Now, but first I want to ask you about the sort of the console war, because you're a guy that people always look to for sort of the inside scoop on, PlayStation 3 versus Xbox 360. Now, we're seeing good PS3 games here. A lot of people are saying they don't look like there's a big delta between them and the Xbox 360. Do you think, is PS3 going to be more powerful than 360, or do you think that's what it is?
Well, the situation's not something that has the nice, simple answer like that, because the truth is the PS3 has more peak performance on there, and that's what Sony was looking for on there, with the choices that they made in the cell architecture in particular, and to a lesser degree some of the video chip decisions on there. It gives it more theoretical power, but what's going to matter is what you wind up delivering on the game. And I do think that Sony made a less optimal decision than Microsoft from the perspective of the game developers, because Microsoft chose to have symmetrical CPUs, have less of them, but you can program them all the same
And Sony
way.
has this weird sort of cell architecture, which there's been a lot of PR about, but it's very difficult, I hear, to program,
It is symmetric, where you have one processor with dual threads that are symmetric on there, where you do most of your work. But then anything that you want to spin off to the cells, you have to break up into these small nuggets of work and use a different compiler, different tool chain for it.
So bottom line, you think it was a mistake for them to go that way?
I do. I think that the reasoning that somewhat saves them is Sony has the dominant market position over Microsoft, and they can look at this and say developers are essentially forced to sweat blood to go ahead and take advantage of the cell because it's the dominant platform. And they'll win to some degree like that, where there will be developers that pour their heart and soul into this and make development twice as difficult as it should be to go ahead and work on the cell. And Sony's hoping that by having this higher peak performance there and having developers that will absolutely sweat bullets over this, that
Guys
they'll
like
get better
you,
games out of it. Well, we are looking at it. We're not a first-party or even second-party developer on here, so we are looking at it across both 360, PS3, and PC. And the great part is, none of these consoles stink. None of these platforms are bad, where in previous generations we could look at it and say some of these things are like, oh, this really is painful. But
What about the Wii, though? Graphics there, that's not what it's about, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit behind. We're not on board with the Nintendo side of things right now.
All right, there was a low blow to Nintendo. Well, I guess that's the one thing. Carmack got too much power. That could be seen as like a bad thing. He started off working with such a little engine that he was able to create gigantic things by slimming things down. Now his engines are jet fueled. I don't know. So sky's the limit when you do that. But the major changes usually happen when you go down to the grassroots people. It's a grassroots movement. That's That's what's going on here. It's great. Romero said that he met Carmack because he saw his game golf. Like it was a golf game. On like a floppy disk that Romero shared with him. And then John Romero was going off talking about like this corporate timeline where he had to like build a game a month. And he's just like, it was crazy, but it seemed like he was in charge of it. He seemed like the one that was pushing this timeline. Either way. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I'm happy they did what they did, though. And I wish instead of playing with bigger things, he went to smaller things, made smaller things better. That would help us more. Like John Carmack doing shit for, what was that little Linux box? The Pi, like a Raspberry Pi. John Carmack Union would be great. Like if he made like this, like I'm just gonna build a whole new entire operating system with this little tiny brain. Sure, go for that. Do that. Make your own reality but he's gonna do AI, I guess. We'll see. We got a more show to go, more love to spread. We got Jade Jupiter with Angel. And thanks for hanging out, you late night party monkeys. Almost 2 in the morning.
Are you sick and tired of getting anally probed? Have you tried other security systems only to be let down by technology insecurities? Are you ready to throw it back and try out our primitive technology? We heard your screams, and now we are delivering you in the best of original protection. Dark sewer chastity belts. The original proven way to keep foreign objects out of your asshole. Reclaimed sewer pipe steel form to fit your booty. Protect your dark sewer today.
Available only through the Dark Sewer Network. Order now at 91771959923. If this still doesn't work, we will throw in 6 free bottles of Dark Sewer Alien Lube.
Oh, I'm so glad this is Nick the Rat Radio. I was so concerned that I was going to wake someone else by accident by calling the wrong number, and then I was going to I was going to upset and awaken one of your neighbors in Brooklyn, New York, in the sewer of another sewer in Brooklyn. If there are other sewers, I'm not too sure. But I wanted to say that it is June. I'm calling you with 69% battery. I thought it was very important that you should know about that. And I hope you have a lovely evening.
Oh, puppy.
This is
Nick. That guy, he shot me. I'm wondering, how do you make a tourniquet when you've been shot in the gut? I crawled up behind the drive-thru window. I ain't doing so good, man. I don't want to see the light. I need to make a tourniquet. I think he shot me in the liver. If I don't make it, you tell him. Tell your buddy in the dumpster that he's a dick. That, just set him straight. I ain't feeling good, Nick. I gotta figure out this tourniquet. Oh my god. If I make it, I'll call you back.
Tourniquet cloud kicker. Man, you make that. Cloud kicker was awesome. It's really weird. Most really good media has become not mainstream. It's like the mainstream has failed us. Like Looney Tunes used to be like mainstream. Like that will never happen again. I will never imagine a reality where there's cartoon bunny rabbits shooting ducks with shotguns being on TV. That reality can't. Well, then again, it does. It's sort of it's different now. Now I see little mutant inbred animals on TV talking to each other. Love and light, everybody. Ow. I gotta call Hawk Story. Isn't this like John Fletcher's month or something? We gotta give him a call. We should call Hawk Story.
Hey, thanks for playing my song. Probably should have done a couple more takes, but thanks anyway.
Oh, wow, really?
Hope everyone's having a good night. Hope everyone's hitting their cannabis. All right.
Was that really? Well, if I did play your song tonight, then rock on, because I enjoy everything I play. Very cool. Very cool. Wow. See, that's like, I can't believe that hasn't happened before. I have spoken something. I think that is I don't know. I don't know which of the songs I played was from that caller. I have an idea or two, but I'll keep it to my my 40 ounce of alcohol right here. Cheers to you, creator of music that rocks. Let's continue on with this insane show of John Carmack. Let's listen to John Carmack. Really? Wait, what is that? No, that's not.
Let's talk about that too. Now, but first I want to ask you about the console war, because you're.
Oh, we already listened to the console war one. He's like, man, I work for PC. First I deconstruct all this code. Now these little console makers want to put this weak powered box and cheap in front of people, which should actually attract them, but there's scumbaggery in every aspect of reality. It's very sad. It's very sad that there's just walls of shit in front of people. And I'm happy that people could break through those walls. It's Nick the Rat is a weird show. I love culture. I think reality should be shared and spread, and everybody should enjoy with it. But how can it be? Maybe is it work culture? Work culture? Because work culture is not your culture usually. Because if or maybe it is. Maybe you're the type of person. For me, I usually go into cultures because if I'm making culture, it's going to be very, very strange and uncomfortable for most people around. You don't want Nick the Rat to be the culture maker. He's the culture absorber. Otherwise, he's going to break your little group in some way, possibly. But either way, ow. That was not funny at all. Here is my second 40. Let's put that there.
One of the things that people know about you, John, obviously, is what you're doing while you're consulting with us. On one hand, you're also spending a lot of time working on AGI. People want to hear an update. What's the most interesting stuff that you found so far?
I'm 18 months into it now, since leaving the full-time work almost. And I feel like I've left my larval phase. I go through this period where I'm kind of cocooned up, learning about all the basic things that I need. So I can have level conversations with the experts in the field now, and I've got my ideas and angles and the things that I'm heading out to go try. It's at the point now where it really is the research phase, where I have to go try things that nobody's tried before and hope that they work out. And it's different than all the stuff I've done before, like everything in the gaming, aerospace, and VR space. I've always thought, rightly or perhaps wrongly, that I had line of sight to the solutions to what needed to be done. And it was just a matter of kind of cranking out, knocking down all the problems. And nobody knows what needs to be done here. But I'm still kind of laying out this plan that I think by 2030, there's a 50-50 chance that someone in the industry, and maybe it's me, has line of sight and a good glimmer of hope at artificial general intelligence. And that's a world-changing thing. So I'm happy with where I'm at right now, and I'm committed to this for quite a bit more time.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about all the naysayers? What about the people who are really concerned about the consequences of AGI?
Well, you know, the wonderful thing about being independently wealthy is I could kind of descend into my bunker with a supercomputer and build it myself without listening to anybody if I don't want to.
All right, well, that's something to look forward to for everyone out there who aspires to be is independently wealthy.
You have dry, red eyes. Well, get yourself some fucking mayonnaise. Spread it around your eyeballs, and you're gonna be seeing fine. My daddy used to rub mayonnaise in my eyes when I wouldn't look at him. But he was a big fat bastard with hair coming out of his nipples. I didn't like to look at him, so he put mayonnaise in my eyes. Now I have to look at him every day. But, you know, it really got the red out of my eyes, so I sold it to the Dark Sewer Network. If you buy it now, you're gonna be seeing real good. Get some mayonnaise for your eyes from the Dark Sewer Network. Now you...
Well, everybody, I hope you learned something tonight. I don't know what that might be. It might be that diving deep into the ocean to look for UFOs doesn't work. It might be that you wanted to call into a live recorded show and hello, call. Can you turn down your radio? I hear you typing.
I don't have a radio. I'm in the water. It wouldn't be good to have a radio.
Wait, you're in the water right now?
I am in the water. I don't see you in here anywhere.
Caller, it sounds like you're deep under the water. I left the water. I'm on top of the water now.
Well, I'm actually on top of the water, so I can't really breathe too well under there. I was trying earlier and it wasn't working out.
Caller, is this Mike Riley?
Is it who?
Are you an artist? Caller, are you an artist? Are you an artist from beyond the grave? Are you a departed artist? Departist? I could summon you again if. Oh, departed artist, what did you do? Or I could just hang up on you. There, I guess we'll just hang up on the departed artist. They are now definitely departed. They are gone. I think we learned a lot tonight. I think there was a good time to be had deep under the water. Don't worry about nuclear war when there's fusion bombs in play. We're gonna have a great time living in this unraveled reality for till the end of till. Caller, I'm trying to end the show over here, and you're calling me.
You're an artist, aren't you?
I'm a fartist.
I thought you were an artist.
I take pride.
Or a fartist. You
I
may
take
be
pride
that
in
the
every
off-season.
passage of gastular.
Fartist might be your supplemental income to,
It's not.
for
It's
extra
actually
little.
an output. It's more of an output.
Could you be a fartist full time?
Yeah, you kind of have to be.
So, what kind of bean capital are we talking about to become a fartist here?
Caller, if you really want to break into the fartistry, what you have to do is first appreciate the fact that you have a civilization, you have a culture within you that takes the things you destroy with your hands and stick in your mouth, and it falls on them, and they take it and they break it down into little. They live off that, and then they fart, and then when they fart, you can't contain it inside of your small little existence that you have provided for them, and it comes out of your ass, and it goes like this. And if you could appreciate that, your first step into fartistry.
That's amazing. I'm new to the fart game. That's amazing.
You're on your way. I could hear it. I could hear that you are ready for the next step.
I think I have compassion for this.
That's it's gonna help. It's gonna help you along your
Yeah.
journey. It's a very long journey. It's
Okay.
because you're dealing with this day and night. You have to figure out when you could practice your dark art of the fart, and you have to know when you have when you could share the experience. You don't. It's very culture is weird. It's like there's cursed words. There's cursed arts, and the fart art is definitely a cursed art of the. It's a dark fart art.
It's an unappreciated art.
But everybody's living it. It's weird that we have to put it down. Nobody's not doing it.
Everybody poops.
And people fart more than they poop.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta let it out, otherwise you'll explode. It's not healthy.
Do you think you burp more than you fart, or do you fart more than you burp?
I'd say it's about 50-50.
It is. It's very hard. That I was just thinking about this because I'm like, where does the gas come out more, the front or the back? And it's a good 50-50. Farts are more fun because they linger longer. Burps are very fleeting. They just come and they go.
Certain farts, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt on, but there's definitely some that, even that come from your own system, that will make you want to leave.
Oh yeah.
So, but
what happened?
Release of gas is always a good thing, isn't it? It's definitely like in the end of the day, it always makes you feel better on the end.
excretion is the best part of life. It's a mix, maybe a 50-50 excretion and creation.
Expulsion from the body.
Oh yeah, I guess actually creation is expulsion.
Sneezes.
Excretion is
Yeah.
expulsion from actually everything but your hands. And again, you excrete from your fingers. You got sweat glands, right? And they excrete sweat. I guess
Yeah.
that feels good.
Definitely, and any area that you excrete from.
And like my fingertips, they might create, but it's more of a creation that came from the mind, not really from just being. And excretion comes from just being. Like excretion is creation. Whereas the consumption is the opposite of the fecal that position.
Either or. Either or, I think at that point, because they're both enjoyable, right?
Does pain feel good?
I won't say they're both in.
But you can't display that it feels good because it's embarrassing.
No, I'm pretty certain that pain feels bad in certain situations when you injure yourself in a way that you don't want to.
But do you know how much
Burns
attention?
are always
You know how much
bad.
attention you get? I guess actually, yeah, pain is where you
It
get
depends
attention.
on who sees it. You know that if you ram your knee into something in the middle of a parking lot,
They might
nobody's
laugh at you.
around. Well, no, if nobody's around, they're not going to see you. You're just going to sit there grabbing your knee, like doing the the Peter Griffin,
But to put that display on is calling for attention.
Sometimes, I mean, but
Naturally.
I know there's time.
But don't you as
there's
an individual try to suppress that natural expression of pain because it actually feels good and you don't want to display that to everybody? No.
Not to me, no.
Not to me either, really. Now that I said it out loud
No,
several times, I'm like,
if people are around, I'm gonna try and hide it the best I can because I don't want to look like a jackass.
It's the only reason I
even,
say
like,
that is because when people are in extreme about to die situations, they laugh. Kind of like a roller coaster for adults, but for like children, like I've seen videos of people throwing kids in the air and the kids laugh. But they're like on the edge of like I'm going to die, but they're laughing.
Yeah.
Are they laughing
Oh, yeah.
because of the
Yep.
fear? Or because of the fear?
The motion, yeah. I don't know.
If you threw me in the air, I might laugh because I don't want you to kill me.
Yeah.
Don't drop me, motherfucker. You're throwing me very high up here. Cheers to you.
I would not throw you because I would definitely drop you
But say I was I'm a little rat. I'm a little rat. You could throw me. I'm like 7 inches long. If you can't throw me, you're paraplegic. In that case,
no. Well, no, because I just don't want to drop you. The fear of dropping you.
Please. You never tossed a rat in the air and caught it? You throw a ball up and down.
Yeah, but somebody while I was tossing you might off to the side say, "Hey, dude, what's going on?" And I look over there, and whap. There you go.
You don't find
distractions
aliens?
Everywhere. Distraction is everywhere in the world. Have you ever had the wind? Have you ever had the wind fully knocked out of you?
Yes.
Like to the point where you're like gasping for air?
Yeah. Sliding down a banister in my junior high school.
What'd you hit?
It was a slope that had a ridge at the end, so I slid down it like chest down, and when I hit the end, the bar just hit me in the chest, and then I was just laid out on the floor. I couldn't breathe.
I had a tabletop jump on a BMX bike when I was like 15, and the handlebars went straight into my rib cage.
Into your
And
like,
no, I sat there and yelled at people that were all like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, going, yeah, like I'm some sort of like Tauntaun from freaking Star Wars. For like 20 minutes.
Do you know my closest?
Everybody stopped.
My closest
asking
brush
me what
with
the hell
death.
was wrong with me.
My most closest brush with death is.
What's that?
Have you ever fallen asleep on your arm and you woke up and your arm was dead?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's the closest to death I've been several times, and it's scary as fuck every fucking time. It's like, oh fuck, my shit's dead right here. I just pray that the blood flows back because I'm not laying on this shit no more. Please come back to there. I feel the tingle.
It'd be shaking for 15 to 20
You
minutes.
stand up and you're like wiggling around like a fucking sausage, like with a loose wet cloth on you, like a noodle. Like, come back to life, please. There it is.
Do you often wonder if there's a bed out there that would stop that from happening, or no?
Nah, fuck that shit. It feels good. You could die. It's like, I'm gonna die one day. I'm not gonna feel shit. I'm gonna try to wiggle. It's not gonna work.
So you're saying your own mortality you feel when you feel that pain, or is it
lack
pain?
of pain? It's not a pain. It's just
lack of pain. Just lack of feeling.
It's
lack of feeling.
It's like, whoa, those are gone.
Lack of.
My arms are now
feel
gone. I am
nothing.
now a sausage with legs.
I feel nothing in life. All I feel is my dead arm.
But the thought of not feeling anything is different from the actual not feeling something.
Yeah.
What your brain translates to English or to your language, it's not actually what you're feeling. What you're feeling cannot be explained through words because it's like math and dimension. Or reality. I don't know.
So could language be a dimension?
We're going to hang up on that caller right there. He's opening doors we should not explore right now. We're going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. If you stick around, first we're going to show you Quake World, Team Fortress, their intro video. We're going to experience that together. It's a hidden stuff you'll never see again. You could look it up, but you're not going to watch us watching it because I'm not going to record that. So that's gone from reality. But it doesn't even exist yet, but it's gone from reality. That's what's cool about being a magician or a statistician. You could do whatever you want with reality. But we are going to do that. And then we're going to probably hop over to DJ Slave 1 on Twitch. We'll hang out there. First we're going to watch we're going to stop recording. We're going to stop this record. If you're listening to this now, it's over. The show's over. We're back. We're back in the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. Let's play one more song. Wait, we got another caller. Really? Who is this? A late night warrior. Who are you?
Whoa! It's Gene Witch, and I'm in Tucson.
Tucson?
and I missed your entire damn show because it's only 11 o'clock here.
I had to do this all over again?
Well, I mean,
I'm going to get into the water. We're going to go underwater. There's going to be something special somewhere happening.
I heard you're doing Quake World. Say hello. Sorry, I missed your show.
Oh, I used to do Quake World, and then I did M-Player and Spy.
Yeah.
Was it Spy Vision? Spy Quake? Spy World?
Yeah.
Quake Spy? It was the green guy with the crosshairs around him, and he had the detective hat and the fucking, what is that called?
Game Spy.
Game Spy. Yeah, they bought it. They bought Quake Spy. I think John Carmack made Quake Spy from Quake World, and Game Spy bought that. I think Game Spy turned into IGN. No, I'm wrong. That can't be right.
I don't know. Last
Game
time
Spy
I saw
turned
Game
into
Spy
something.
was Borderlands, like the original Borderlands. Last time I saw it.
That was the last time I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, have fun and stuff, and I'll try and catch you next week, but I might be on the road again.
You're turning really well.
Turning? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Anyway, I'll talk to you, man. See ya.
GameSpy was an American provider of online multiplayer matchmaking middleware for video games, founded in 1996 by Mark Surface. Where is Mark Surface now? Groupfire? Mark Surface is on Twitter. He has 604 followers. I am talking about a... Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? GameSpy wasn't made by just him. There's definitely some Quake World. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to do a Quake World game by search here. Planet Quake GameSpy. See, there's a weird mix of technology here. GameSpy is American environmental. QSpy Surface licensed the software under GameSpy brand. GameSpy merged with IGN in 2004. I was right. Look at that shit. That is so weird. Planet Quake, Quake related. There's like a weird. There's some weird shit that happened with a giant community of people that like to shoot at digital people. GameSpy was the fucking bomb. It was what to use. And then IGN was the thing to use. And then IGN is no longer the thing to use. Stuff has been decentralized, but the main core issue was never solved, and Star Citizen is attempting to fix that, but it seems to be almost impossible. John Carmack wanted to make servers connectable within the game client without a loading screen. And I think he's never done that. I think that is I think that's the goal of game development right now. I think the goal of game development is server meshing technology. And Star Citizen is close, but they have not done it in 20 years. Is Star Citizen that old? I used to use M-Player. I think it was called M-Player. It was the GameSpy thing that was like... I had a bag on my head because I wasn't paying no money for that shit. That shit was great, though. Anyway, we should probably get out of here. It's Quake month, everybody. Play some video games. Enjoy. Now, who bought DLC in 2000? What the? Battlefield 1942 is the most amazing back then. Yeah, that was a fun game. That was like, whoa, there's like 100 people running around the server right now, shooting each other. It felt like a lot. I think the first big game was like, what was that? Red Dragon? Not Red Dragon. It was a very voxel looking game. Either way, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna listen to Tarzan with Rolling in the Deep. Just like we were doing tonight. We were in the deep looking for UFOs. We found nothing. Servo is still rolling in the deep with us late night. 2:23 EST.
Starting in my
Stick around for a little bit after show. Otherwise, NickTheRatRadio.com, NickTheRat.com. SoundCloud. Nick the Rat. Nick the Rat. Bye.
What do you think, Mr. Dodge?
I think I'm gonna get my ass kicked, sir.
I don't think like that. Damn it to hell, don't go by the book. Think like a pirate. I want a man with a tattoo on his dick. Have I got the right man?
By a strange coincidence, you do, sir.
No killing animals! Rats have rights!